Hi, these comments are for KB, and I am Michael from BetterTOEFLScores.com. Free, high quality TOEFL lessons. I think yesterday I had 987 visits to this blog in one day. Believe me, I know from all the emails I got. Let's take a look at the rubrics. You're doing some writing practice. You want a free writing evaluation of an essay that you wrote. And I'm thinking right now you're around 3. I'm going to say between 3 and 3.5. Excuse me. So I'm going to put you at maybe 20 to 21 points out of 30. I think that's where your estimated score is now. So let's take a look at what you wrote. So the question here is, do you agree or disagree with the following statement? Teachers should be paid according to how much your students learn. Give specific reasons and examples to support your opinion. And then in your introduction, the introduction really is 59 words. I disagree with a lot of the other TOEFL mentors out there. I think you need to start your essay better than a 59-word introduction. And you're using a thesis. I mean, come on. I mean, I've seen that thesis so many times. Look at where I put that thesis into Google. Right? We have 474 million results on it, but it comes from TOEFLresources.com. That's where it comes from. Right? So you have, I feel this way for 2 reasons, which I will examine in the following essay, right? So let's take a look at what that is. So there's 3 problems with that thesis. Number 1, it's like 15 words, 16 words. It doesn't really show that you have advanced grammar, you got good vocabulary. It doesn't show any of that. Number 2, it's already been used, thousands of times, really. I mean, I get this particular thesis about 2 or 3 times a week, minimum. I can't even imagine how many times a TOEFL IBT human raters see it. They probably see it hundreds of times a day, really. So it's not original. It doesn't really show advanced grammar vocabulary. And most importantly, it doesn't really frame your essay. I mean, you say 2 reasons, right? And then you say here, teachers might lose their interest in teaching after doing it for a couple of years. How is that a reason? Right? When I look at that paragraph, I think your thesis, your topic sentence for that first paragraph should be something like this. First of all, teachers who are paid based on their effective teaching will be more motivated to help their students. You see what happened is if you start off with a very generic thesis like we see here, then you're more likely to start off with a very generic topic sentence, which is exactly what we see here. This is a disaster. Never use this thesis again, ever. Don't do it. You need a more sharply focused thesis, right? If you have questions about that, go to Google, and I'll give you a blog post I wrote a while back about this topic. Type in the keywords TOEFL thesis statements. And then look at the examples I recommend versus the one that you use and ask yourself, why is remember, the thesis that I'm recommending, it's an original 20-plus word thesis that no one has ever seen before, period. And it frames the body paragraphs of your essay. Right? So there's really there's not a good topic sentence here. Again, you say here, by observing the learning of pupils, the subordinates will be less successful. No, the subordinates with less success could be distinguished from the ones that excel. And this one is a little bit better, right? I think this is a better topic sentence here. But overall, I think you need a much better introduction. My recommendation is around 100 words. And most importantly, use a thesis, really, that's between 20 and 30 words. And it's something that no one else has ever used. And it includes the key points that you want to mention in the body paragraphs as your reasons, right? That's what you want to do. Okay? The other thing that's a problem here, notice how you have this particular paragraph, which is pretty well developed, right? Then we get to this one, which is only 96 words. So if you start off with a 150 word paragraph, continue with that same effort, right? With another 150 word paragraph. And that way it shows that you're pretty balanced. You can explore your topic in roughly the same number of words in each of those paragraphs. Now, if you feel you don't have enough time to do another 150, another strategy is you have 3 body paragraphs, each of which is around 100 words, right? Or you have 2 body paragraphs, each of which is 150 words. That's my recommendation on that. But from a writing standpoint, you need a better organization of ideas here. And that's why I'm putting you at maybe 20 to 21 points, maybe 22 points out of 30 on this practice test.